So when you come on, please tell us hello and tell us how you're doing. Give us a thumbs up, all the things, so that we know that you're here. So today we are going to make a fun little Halloween arrangement. With October, Halloween is so much fun to me. And so I was at Target this weekend. We went to Flowood to watch Micah Thomas play soccer. And so I stopped at Target. Here in Starkville, Mississippi, we do not have a Target. We don't have a Target anywhere near us. And so it's kind of fun to go and look in the dollar spot. And so when I was there, I found this cute little, I guess it's more of a bird's cage. It has a little bat on the top, and I thought it would be so fun to use this in a little arrangement. So this container is a thrifted container. It is milk glass. If you, I don't know if y'all really knew this about me, but I love milk glass, and I've been collecting it for years. And so this is just a little compote container that you can put fruit or what have you on your table. And so I just set a little piece of fresh floral foam in that. I'm not going to tape it in. It's just going to be for me for fun. And so I'm not going to tape it in, but I am going to do flowers around the base, and then I'm going to sit our little bird's cage on top, and I'm going to put maybe some pumpkins and different things in there. So we're just going to play with it. So Miss Victoria is here, so I want y'all to talk to me both here on YouTube and on Facebook. Talk to me so that we can talk and design. So this is fresh floral foam. And it's really about a half of a block that I just shaved the top off of. I didn't really need it as tall as a standard block is, so I kind of shaved the top off of it, and I just set it right down into my container. This container, it does hold water, so it's wonderful for the floral foam. If you'll just fill the reservoir with water, it'll keep your flowers, it'll keep them fresh for quite a while. Now, when fresh floral foam, you are going to always want to soak it first. It's very important that you soak your fresh floral foam first. So just keep that in mind. Anytime you're working with it, please soak it first. We're going to start out with a little bit of eucalyptus. And so I have some seeded eucalyptus and some parfolia eucalyptus. And I'm just going to kind of come around this container and just tuck a little bit of this eucalyptus right into this floral foam.
Jason has a lot of birthday wishes.
A lot of birthday wishes. Guys, thank you so much for all of those sweet birthday wishes. I'll have to read them to him. He doesn't usually get on our Facebook page. I'll have to let him know about it. But thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Melissa asks, why are they called milk glass?
It's just a white glass. I am not exactly sure what the history is of the milk glass, but it just looks milky white. And it comes in lots and lots of different shapes and sizes and vases and containers. They even have dishes like plates and all kinds of things that are in the milk glass. And I've always loved it. I've always just thought it was so pretty. When I was a little girl, my mama has always enjoyed dishes. That was something that was fun for her to collect. And so she collected a lot of the milk glass. And then as I got older, I collected it too. And I always said, when one of my boys gets married, I would love to use my milk glass for the rehearsal dinner and use the different vases and just have different shapes and different sizes and all the tables be different. And so that's what I'll do when one of them gets married. But it's just fun to collect. I just like it.
On YouTube, Christina says hello from Louisiana.
Hello, Christina. Welcome.
Miss Mary Lou says hello, everyone.
Hey, Miss Mary Lou. Thank you for being here.
And Miss Melanie Gomez says, afternoon, Monty and Victoria. Today's my birthday. Love watching your videos.
Happy birthday, Melanie Gomez. What a great day to have a birthday. I think an October birthday. I love fall. And so I think having a fall birthday would be so much fun. I have that spring. I have a March birthday. birthday, but I think having an October or September, I love that September too. My Victoria is our September, and Micah Thomas is the September, and so I love a fall birthday. I think they're so much fun to celebrate. All right, so I have my greenery in place. So you can just see I kind of went all the way around with my greenery. And what I'm going to do is just set my little, so it has just a little wooden plate. And the little cage, it has like a little ridge that the cage just sits down in. I'm just going to sit it right on top of that floral foam. And so now you can see that that greenery is pretty all the way around. And it won't take a whole lot of flowers to fill it in. I got my board wet, but there we go. So it won't take a whole lot of flowers to fill it in, but I just thought this would be a fun way to decorate. I'm going to set my greenery to the side, and we may use it later, so I'm just going to set it over here in a chair. Oh, Osai, I scared you to death. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, I'm going to start out with a little sunflower. So this is just a pretty little sunflower. These are called Vincent sunflowers. They're just the traditional yellow sunflower. Now, you can always take these sunflowers and tone them down with a little bit of floral paint if you wanted to. I do love that this is bright yellow, so I'm going to leave it bright yellow, but you can always use a little bit of a burgundy or even an orange to tone it down a little bit and give it a fun fall color. Or you can just leave it this beautiful yellow. It's certainly beautiful the way it is.
Christina on YouTube says, "Me too, hooray for March babies."
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
Andrew Clifton says, "Thank you for subtitles. I'm deaf and love watching your videos. I'm from UK and am also a florist."
How wonderful is that? I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're able to watch and read and see all of the videos. Thank you for being here. Okay, so these are heart roses, and I'm going to show you a trick with a heart rose. Okay, so I'm not using floral paint. Do not do this for a customer unless you have paint that is made specifically for flowers. So I'm telling you up front, don't do this for a customer. Only do this for yourself. Okay, so this is just a flat black paint. If I were going to do this for a customer, I would absolutely use floral paint. Don't use a store brand paint like from Walmart or any big box store. Do not use this on flowers. Okay, I repeat, don't do it. I'm fixing to do it, but don't do it. I'm going to spray a little bit on this plate, and I'm going to show you how to tip a rose. And so I'm going to take this paint, and I'm just spraying a puddle, and y'all don't do this in the house either. I just sprayed a puddle on my plate. I'm going to take my rose and I'm going to dip its petals right in to that paint. And quite honestly, this probably is not going to hurt this rose, but it's always better to always remember to use floral paint when doing this to a fresh flower. So what I did, if you can see it, I tipped that rose with black. I just wanted it to kind of look creepy. So that's the reason I tipped it with black. I wanted it kind of Halloween-y. Is Halloween-y a word? I wanted it to be perfect for Halloween. So I just tipped that with black. Now you can do this with any color to tip a flower. You can tip any type of flower. I had a family in today and they wanted to use turquoise in their flowers. And so of course fresh flowers don't come in turquoise, but I took I sprayed my, I did have turquoise flower paint. I sprayed it into a plate and I tipped that mom. This is an easy way to add just a touch of color to any flower. All you're gonna do is take that flower and just rub those petals right down into that paint.
Don Miller says the milk glass was created in Venice, Italy. The name milk glass is because of the color, and when you hold it to the light, you can't see through it.
How awesome. Thanks, Don Miller. You are so wonderful.
Oh, and Miss Rhea Norman says milk glass was first made in Venice in the 16th century as a translucent competitor to porcelain.
How cool is that? Thanks, guys. Thank you. So the wonderful part about a heart rose, y'all, is it has a large petal count. So it has tons of petals. And so it's one of those flowers that you can kind of take and run your finger right into and open that rose wide, and it has tons of petals. So it looks a whole lot like a garden rose once you get it opened. So I'm very carefully just kind of running my fingers down into those petals. Look how wide and big that rose is. Just such a big, pretty flower. So I'm going to just spray a little more paint. And I'm just tipping, I'm just running the face of the flower right down into that paint. And I'm just tipping those petals with black.
Miss Kathy Simpson says, I sure miss designing flowers and working in a flower shop.
Oh, Miss Kathy, I tell you, I sure love it. I cannot imagine going one day without doing it. I absolutely love everything about the flower shop. So there is my my large rose back there, and then I put a couple over here on the side. Next, we're going to come in with a little bit of orange. So let's use our orange little spray roses. These are called Babe, is the name of this type of spray rose. And you know, if you've watched me any amount of time, we use these a lot. But I love a bright orange. It's just a happy, happy color.
Cam says, yay, fall colors. Miss Margaret Lynch says, good evening, Monty and Miss Victoria. Happy Tuesday. A big happy birthday to Jason.
Thank you, Miss Margaret. Thank you, thank you.
Graham Newell says, good evening, Monty and Victoria. Nice to catch you live. This looks exciting.
Isn't this kind of fun? It's just a fun little arrangement. So I'm just kind of popping our flowers a little here and a little there.
Paul Phillips says, good afternoon, Monty and Victoria and the rest of your crew. Love your Facebook page and all you do.
Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you. So I added some orange spray roses there, a few here. I have these faux berries. I actually pulled them out of a wreath that we had, and most of it had to go in the trash, but these were just some burnt orange little faux berries that I thought we would tuck here and there in this arrangement. You know, I do not mind one bit using fresh and faux together. So if you've got some fun little berries, go ahead and use them with fresh. It's okay to mix and match, guys. It's okay. So I'm just tucking a few faux berries here and there. Next, we've got some solidago, because everybody needs solidago in their life.
Miss Martha says, cute arrangement.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Miss Margaret says that orange is gorgeous.
Isn't orange fun? I love orange. It makes me happy.
Alexandra says, good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, girls. Love you all.
Hello, sweet friend. We love you too. So glad you're here. All right, so next, Safari Sunset. So Safari Sunset is another material that would paint really well. You can use store-bought paint on Safari Sunset because it really is in the foliage. It really is kind of a foliage. So I'm going to take this paint and just pop it with just a little bit of this black paint. And I'm running out, but just to give us kind of a little Halloween-y vibe, I just hit it with a little bit of black.
Cy Ragsdale says, I love this design. I am a high school floral design teacher in Texas. My students and I love learning from you in my class.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. We have a horticulture class next door at our local high school. And And I go over every once in a while. It's been a year or so since I've been over there. But I so enjoy teaching students. It's so much fun. Tucked us a little foliage sticking in. Okay, so tell me, do we need ribbon? Do y'all want some ribbon tucked in here? I thought our little ghost might be fun. We could tuck some ribbon if we wanted to. I'm running out of black paint, so I stopped with the black paint, but you could keep painting these black if you wanted to. Okay, so I kind of have flowers all the way around. Maybe I need another rose right there, probably. I don't know if this one's going to get blacked though. Maybe a little bit.
Miss Linda Jester says hello.
Miss hello.
Helen O'Connor says hello. Hello, Miss Helen. Miss Rhea says yes, ribbon.
Do we want ribbon? All right.
Dawn asks, how are you not getting that paint on your hands?
I am. Wow. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, Miss Dawn. It's everywhere.
Wavy Flynn says, I would not use ribbon myself.
You would not use ribbon? Look at how fun that is, y'all. Okay, so I found this little faux pumpkin. Honestly, he would be really cute if we would take a little marker and we could do a jack-o'-lantern for his face, make him a little jack-o'-lantern. But he fits just perfectly down in my little bird's cage. So there it is without, but look at that, he looks like an owl. So he needs something else here because that's not working because he looks like an owl. I mean, it's a cute owl, but he does look like an owl. So I'm going to pull one of these sunflowers because they don't need to be side by side. Okay, so here is a lesson in floral design. Anytime you use two large focal flowers side by side, they're going to look at you. So you see his eyes looking at you. It's important every time you make a flower arrangement that you step back and look at it because he does look like an owl, doesn't he, Victoria?
I was going to say something, but
you were like, she'll figure it out. It won't take her but a minute. So I'm pulling one sunflower out and I'm going to pop it on the other side. Okay, because I don't really want you to focus on his eyes because that's not what I wanted to look at. Now, it would have been one thing if I'd wanted it necessarily to be eyes, but I don't. Now, I do have this pretty orange ruscus. So this is called Israeli ruscus. Ruscus comes as Israeli and it comes in an Italian. Italian ruscus is kind of a viney looking greenery. Israeli is a less expensive. It comes in dark green, but this is painted. And I think Victoria and I have really enjoyed the painted Israeli ruscus. But I think this orange would look pretty. So we're going to nestle it right there beside that little sun.
Miss Carolyn Lane says, loved the happy birthday sign for Jason. Hope he's having a great day. This sweet arrangement makes me smile. Thanks, Monty and Victoria, for making my day.
Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. He was so funny. I said, Jason, I'm going to put a yard card in the yard for your birthday. I don't really care for that. I said, honey, it's not about you. This is about me celebrating your birthday. He said, oh, okay. It's really not about you, honey. I was really doing it for me and Victoria because we'll enjoy it. He's so funny. He doesn't love attention. He doesn't love attention at all. And I am so outgoing and he's like, I don't need all this attention. He's so funny.
Miss Linda Juster asks, where is this going?
This is just for fun, Miss Linda. I just thought that we would make a fun Halloween type arrangement. And it's just for fun. Just for fun. I found this little bird cage at the Target dollar spot. I think he was $3. I'm going to look. I think he was just $3. And his sticker's not on the bottom. I'm pretty sure he was just $3. So he was very inexpensive. And I thought that would be a fun something to make an arrangement in. And so I just kind of nestled it down into our arrangement. Now, I know some people said ribbon and some people said no ribbon.
We actually got more votes for. I think people more people wanted ribbon.
4, okay. So I thought we would add our little ghost. Now, if I had some bats, I think the bats would be really cute. But I don't have bats, but I wanted to do the little black and white. So I think we'll do our little ghost. So I'm just going to do just a couple of loops. It's not going to have a whole lot. So I'm going to take my ribbon, and the print is looking at me, okay? And I'm going to take and make a loop. Are we going dark? Oh,
no.
We've got the other camera. And I'm going to make a twist, a loop, twist, and a loop. So we're not going to do a whole lot.
Miss Rhea Norman says, I'm the same with my husband, Mark. I love his birthday.
And he's so funny. Well, he's not, they didn't, as a kid, he was not much on celebrate. He doesn't celebrate. He doesn't like to celebrate him. So I just do it for him. I do it for the children, too. I'm just like, we're celebrating.
Anita Green says, hello from Oklahoma. This is so cute.
Isn't this kind of fun?
She says, love the sunflowers. Glad you moved that one over a bit. I knew you would see it.
You did. It just takes a minute when you're trying to put everything else, right? Okay, so we have kind of a little blank spot right here. So there's my little bow. Now what I did was, instead of using a wood pick, I just used a stem of the Safari Sunset that I had thrown in the trash. I just wrapped that little wire right around it, and I thought we would nestle without pushing all my stuff out.
Miss Julie says, my birthday is coming up the 17th.
The 17th? Happy birthday to you! Fun October birthdays.
Kay Murray says, love that you moved the sunflower. Looks so good. Such a lovely arrangement.
Is that better, moving that sunflower? Okay, so there's our spooky little ribbon. We did our little ghost. And there is our pumpkin. Again, we could really put, if I had a small jack-o'-lantern, he'd be cute. Or I could just make a face on him. So I'm going to take some more ribbon and put it on the back side back here. And I'm just going to put a couple little loops. I love the tipped roses. I'll take a picture so that you can see it more closely. It's kind of hard for you to see it on the video, I think, but I will, I'm going to just take and tuck it's just 2 little loops.
Miss Amy says, absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that fun? It's so fun. Now, you absolutely can make this fall without making it Halloween. You do not have to make him Halloween.
Jolinda Hughes says that my husband enjoys attention, but not me. Whenever we can, we celebrate him.
Isn't that funny? It's so funny. It's funny how your partner is always usually not like you. Like, I'm outgoing and I'm loud, and he's like, the attention can be on you. Just keep it off of me. The funny thing is he's redheaded, and so when he was a kid, he was very redheaded, he's gotten auburn over the years, but when he was a kid, he was, like a little pumpkin, like that redheaded. And so he hated his hair. His whole life he hated it because it draws attention, he thinks. And so all the little ladies thought he was the cutest thing and wanted to touch his hair and touch him, and he's not a toucher, and he's so funny. And we went to a rodeo one time. We were dating, and someone got hurt, so they had to send the ambulance, and then they had to wait for the ambulance to get back, and they were playing games, so they were calling on people in the crowd, and he was so worried that somebody was going to call on him because he was redheaded, and it's like a beacon in the night, he said. And so I've always said, I just love red hair. I think we should have redheaded babies. No, don't wish that on our babies, he said. And so I just might get me a redheaded grandbaby, because I've got my redheaded Victoria. We might get us a redheaded grandbaby one day. But I always loved it. And he was like, nope, don't wish that on our children. He's so funny. No attention. And that's why I didn't want that sign in the yard. I don't want people to know it's my birthday. I said, honey, they're going to know it's your birthday because I'm putting it all over Facebook. Okay. So I tucked us some more ribbon, just kind of nestled it right down in there.
Maria Norman says it would be fun to use the same glass dish and bird cage for every season.
The only problem is he has a little bat on the top. I guess I could snip that little bat off and we could make it for any other, all the other seasons.
Miss Margaret says, all of us children are redheads. And Miss Rhea says, my husband is ginger too.
It's so funny. It's so funny because he's like, oh, I don't want the attention. And then I'm like, I search for the attention. All right, guys, there is our spooky bird cage arrangement. And it's just a little fun. It's just a fun way to use some Halloween ribbon and some fun ways to tip flowers. Now, again, I would suggest using flower paint to tip those flowers. It's probably not going to hurt them at all. But if you're going to sell it to a customer, please use flower paint. It's made specifically for flowers, and so it's not going to hurt the flowers at all. Now, when using paint on any foliage, you can absolutely use just a regular can of spray paint. It won't hurt it. But if you're going to use it on flowers, I always suggest using just for flower paint or Design Master flower paint. It's always better for the flowers. Any more questions, Miss Victoria?
Oh, there's Miss Sue says, I'm a redhead, love it. And
Love it!
Miss Nina says, I'm a ginger, felt the same way.
It's so funny how why in the world those redheads are always the standoffish type. They're like, oh. But Victoria is, of course, she has this beautiful auburn hair, and her sister is a brighter red than Victoria. Wouldn't you say? She was always brighter as a little girl.
We're both auburn, but hers is a brighter.
Yeah.
I think it's slightly lighter and brighter.
And Victoria has those dark brown eyes, and then Mary Catherine has blue eyes. So it's so interesting at how different. Mary Catherine's more fair than Victoria, but they both had ringlets, so they look like twins as little girls. I can remember thinking they were twins, because they're not. Y'all are how far apart in age?
Like a year and 4 months or something.
Yeah, so 18 months or almost 18 months apart, but they did look like little twins with those ringlets. Just pretty girls.
Yeah.
Guys, we have just put up a brand new video over on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please jump over there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want notifications here on Facebook, if you've not already followed this page, hit follow, and it'll give you the option of getting notifications so that you know when we go live every single day. On Facebook we go live every day, so check us out. We do a different video every single day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I told you, if in case you didn't know, this little boo ribbon, these little ghosts, this little ribbon is in our on our Shopify website. So if you have not checked out our ribbon, please do that. It's on our Shopify website. We'll put that link in the comments just in case you're interested. Is that it? Guys, thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Yes,
sorry.
You got some more questions on?
Miss Christina says, I've been looking for black spray floral paint. Do you have suggestions on where to look?
I have purchased it from Amazon, and it's a little pricey. I've purchased it from Amazon, and I've purchased it from, why did it just go blank? Burton & Burton. They're carrying a good bit of the Design Master. There for a while we couldn't find it, but Burton & Burton has got it in now. All right, guys, if you are watching this video over on Facebook, if you are watching this video on replay, please put #replay in the comments for me so that I know when you're watching it. Thank you for being here. Be sure to check out our new video over on YouTube, and y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow.